how choky it could be, you know, when that particular Independence Road, Independent Bridge is closed down. So how do you react to these two developments?
So I will react to them separately. The Uromi killings, indiscriminate arrest, and extortion on the people of Uromi. First of all, I would just say it's unfortunate. But like my people will say, ndị Uromi unu ye wele obi unu ji kala ụmaba wee kala agụ. Because na onye metala onye ngwọrọ oyi nya nwe nkutu nwe nkugobe. Onye kpatakwa anụ nkọ ahụ nya asị mgbere bari ụgwọ. These are three proverbs of the bone and silence delivered in my language, Igbo. Remember, I'm proud of it. But let's start. If you befriend a hunchback woman or a person living with disability of any type, you will be the person's helper, carrying the person up or down, as the case may be. If you also fetch ant-infested firewood, lizard will surely pay you a visit. And then, for instance, another one, the other proverb says, if you decide to have this habit of being a lazy man, then you also bear the blunt when hunger comes, visits you. What am I saying? There have been some unfortunate incidents which the whole world has condemned happening in Uromi. For whatever good or bad reason, these citizens of Uromi have taken that decision, and it's going to cost Uromi some things to come out of it. Part of what is costing them already is, I follow, I no follow, come and see me. If you don't want me to put you among those who did it, or this, you know, that kind of power show, they will suffer it. Indiscriminate arrest. You are walking on the road, your face looks like a criminal or a murderer. Arrest you. When you get to the office, you explain. The people of Uromi will suffer it. So what do I advise? The governor and all the people should intensify action to make sure, in as much as there is reasons to arrest, reasons to investigate, reasons to the people of Uromi, their privacy will be invaded. We know Nigerian style. Nigeria has its own format in everything, and we accept we are Nigerians, so we are not strangers. We know how these things are, and that is what is already showing up. So it's expected. We're only calling for caution. One of the greatest things can break your heart and make, if you say, the blood of dead people cry, is the blood of innocent people. When innocent suffers in a crime he or he knows nothing about. So that is why we have justice, and that's why we have process of this thing. So let all advise the security agents to ensure that as much as possible they can afford to make sure that innocent citizens of Uromi do not pay for what they do not know about. And you know, you get to Uromi, whether you are a visitor, whether you are a son of the soil or daughter of the soil, once the building is collapsing, the roof will collapse with it. Because my father told me that Anna Guante on the rock, when you cut the head, if you are talking to the ear doesn't listen. If you cut the head, the ear goes with it. So in Nigeria, there has been this cry, stop mob action. If you see something, say something to the security. That's only where your job stops. Even if you arrest somebody as a suspect, hand over to the security. Whatever they do with it, you have done your job. Do not ever take laws into your hand, because if you give one blow because you feel you can, then you pay for the repercussion of one. That is it. Opebelo in the Vanguard has won, just like another newspaper has reported, at last. But there are issues that crop up. And let's say the judges, or the people sitting in that panel, from all the argument, believed that, what was the name of the other man? Iwodaru won this election, but on technical ground. I am not, this case has been decided. In as much as Iwodaru has headed to the upper court. The people were analyzing, and from we are reading since that news broke yesterday, shows that these judges, or majority of them, reeled out and logically proved that Iwodaru won the election, but on technical ground, Ukpebolo takes up the lead. Well, the people who are sat on the panel, you know how we cried, everything we did analysis about the elections, it got to this point that it became free for all fight, and they took it to Abuja, where the chimpanzee is separating the fight between two monkeys. And it has been separated the way it is. So they return back to Edo. Ukpebolo is already extending, what do you call it, the leave of peace, olive branch to Iwodalu. But you remember, it's not over until it's over. The man has headed for the upper court. Let's say at the outcome, the only time he will accept or decide accept or reject the olive branch is after he has exhausted all the processes available for him to regain alleged mandate given to him by the people of Edo State. Daily Trust, Tuji is haunted, and he has killed freshly 11 farmers, and these 11 farmers are Nigerians, and they're just counting 11 farmers. It sounds like 11 granite, it's just like, just, and these are continually going on. At a point, the security forces told us, Tuji, at what point it was, whether it was alleged or reported or suspected that it has been, what they say, what they had to go use that word, that some of them, when they don't say kill in this rule of engagement, they say they have been decimated, neutralized. So there was a point, at the point we were thinking, we were heaving sigh of relief, saying that Tuji has been neutralized, but then we find out that what has happened in recent past is continuing in the remote future. So only God will help us. We only encourage the security forces, do more of whatever you are doing, because to tell you the honest truth, it's the present administration that has shown, this present administration has shown some evidences, some raw facts, some empirical evidences that they want to fight terror. Now, what the Nigerians are only, and what people like us are only said, they should up their game. They are making success, and we encourage them. And we also appreciate that their sacrifice of laying down their life while we are asleep. They are inside in the front line, in the bushes and in trenches, fighting to safeguard the territory of Nigeria. I'm also sure that Nigerian politicians, who this territory is being safeguarded for them to be in positions of authority, are also appreciating this fight. They not send these people on a wild goose chase and sit back, and they'll be talking about what you would take the front line is Natasha, sex abuse, claim or counter claim and all. They expect that this sacrifice is being led by Nigerian soldiers to fight and secure our territory should be rewarded with tangible and evidential facts of what our people in positions of authority are doing to make sure we have a good country. So you don't you don't go and they safeguard these people set them on, they go to the trenches, fight to reclaim Nigeria from the hands of terror and bandits, and they come back here to hand it over to reckless and wicked and corrupt politicians. So in our, what does that mean? So that's what we should know, because one day these people might say, we are giving up our life fighting the brother, and what we get here is not something how education will get better, health will get better. What we hear is that this senator sexually abused this one talk this one, talk whether Humphrey Wose will be given an award, and somebody sit there and make elaborate only three. Why Humphrey Wose cannot? These are what we are going through. And those people will fight and come back. Their wives and children don't have food to eat because the mudu of gari and beans and all those things are not affordable according to the promise of hope for this government. Promise they say, Agbado will be in surplus. We are not seeing it. There might be some other evidences of success. But those things you said with your mouth when you are campaigning, we had it. And people are still playing it back in the viral video where Jagaban, our president, honored president, told promise us of Agbado, Ewa, and all those kind of things will be in surplus. If not for us, for the Nigerian army boys who, he said, what, and the Nigerian youth? He said he wants to give them Agbado. I mean, so where is Agbado? Where is Ewa? For Nigerians, even if it's 3 square meal of Ewa, that is a beans, we can still survive. But the fact is that it's sad that some people, some families in Nigeria cannot afford even 1 meal of Ewa or Agbado because they are skyrocketed and hiking. New Nnpc appointment, we get concerned. We talked about it yesterday. We're only saying this new set of appointees should look at the mistakes of the Kyrie and his team and not repeat. Let their mistakes sound as inspiration for them. And the lesson, what they should learn from them, how not to manage Nnpc. And it's sad that immediately after the appointment, the only first thing they greeted us with is increase in the price of pump price to 900 and what?
50 naira.
And that's, it just tell us, they find it difficult to leave 1,000 naira, the rim of 1,000 minus plus. Because this is the ex-Lagos and the ex-Port Harcourt and Warri refinery. Even in Warri, you cannot buy this way at 995 naira or whatever, 950 or whatever. So what are we talking about? In the place I am staying, we can go to town, they come, we go together. Let's look at the pump prices. It's not. And what we find out that he does announce figures. There's no move to make sure that even that high price that they have increased or reduced is what is sold at the downstreams. So meaning there's no regulation. You sell as much as you buy. So why setting prices?
And we know that the president gave them matching orders.
Matching order to increase output. And how many?
3 million barrels per day.
2 million barrels per day. 3 million. Why? The first thing that came to my mind, you'll be surprised that Nigerians are making almost 5 million barrels per day. When they bring the one that they're paying people like Tompolo to guard the robbery with 80 billion, and all the people who are guarding the crude, if they bring back the stolen crude and put it in our, are they not putting the stolen crude among the thing we produce? Why are they removing the ones? And that's the funny thing about Nigeria, I'll tell you. Since our independence, nobody has come really out to tell Nigerians this is how much crude we produce in a day, this is how much we are losing. In water, we have what they call non-revenue water. If you pump water in Enugu Water Corporation, those water that are wasted through pipe bursts, those water that are wasted through when they are the consumer homes where they have outlets that are wasted that are not accounted for, those water that are wasted while they are doing treatment in the plant, because they generated it at a cost. After treating, all those water that are not getting to the customer for a fee is what they call non-revenue water. So we have non-revenue crude oil that Nigerians are not accounting for. So it's not enough for the president to say, go increase output. Nigerians, if you stop the stealing and the leakages and non-revenue crude, we are far above 3 million barrels. So it is the same goat called Nigeria lying on this his skin, lying on the ground and on his skin. We know. Charles, Siainaka, what is happening to Nigerians now with the cause harm? It's from us. So let us not look anywhere. When you are starting, you said Trump did not people remove Nigeria. But when you are reading, Guardian reminded you that 14% of Nigerian export has been put on tariff by Trump. Initially, I was saying, well, I do not expect Nigeria will be on the radar of America, because you only put your tariff when you have product. If you are producing and you want to sell in export market, you can put whatever increase in tariff or what you sell to protect yourself or to whatever in the international market war, international business war. But where you do not have anything you are producing, within 14%, what they are telling you is, don't even bother. Because other countries of the world who are better than us can accept that percent and still survive. With Nigeria and the high level of dependency we have on export, this 14% will still make our inflation to be high here. One of the governors, is it Baru? Baru is the governor. He donated 16 million to the families of the Uromi killing. And we say it's a very strong, positive, and active move. We are seeing something. It's not just speaking Oyibo, meeting and non-meeting. They begin to take some active steps to douse this tension that will bring down the Uromi killing. No life of a Nigerian is worth 4 million. If they say they are 16, whatever number they are, 1 million per family, the life of those young people are worth more than that. But you see it as a good move to begin to say, in a truth, I would say, sorry, take heart. But my people say, if you want to see the new teeth of a new baby, if you want to see the new teeth of a baby, you say, baby, smile, this is biscuit. When this baby smiles, you now count whether the baby has started producing teeth. So there must be something you give for, so the Barrow has started doing something to show that Nada Abaka Fumateze, and it's well welcome. Governor Barrow, you've done noble. Let other Nigerians also contribute to douse the tension and compensate the family of these people who are killed on that unfortunate incident. What we preach, let nobody kill nobody, expect money to be donated. We are Nigerians, we deserve to live our lives. Even in the hardship and hunger times, let us just live and manage on until the day is done, because it is not over until it's over. That's why Nigerians are one of the most religious countries. No matter our situation, we are restless, hoping that tomorrow will be better. Every Nigerian is hoping that one day he'll have his position, his turn at Asorok. Because it's in this present government we know that it's turn by turn. So when it's my turn, Emiloko, I still a Nigerian, I wish that my turn will come. So that's about it, and there's a few things we can talk about on today's newspaper headlines on Signature Television. Thank you for being there with us.
Signature TV. News in your pocket.